Our top story, Pakistan is at it again. Headlines Today has accessed the exclusive thermal images which nail Pakistan's support to terrorism. After IB alert about infiltration bid, security forces in Jammu and Kashmir have observed suspicious movement across POK. Thermal images show that Pakistan forces are supporting the infiltration by terrorists. Vigil along the IB and the LOC has already been increased despite the fresh infiltration bid and recent killing of policemen in Kashmir. The Mufti government still wants the Armed Forces Special Powers Act to go.
Last year alone there were 550 ceasefire violations and 175 infiltration attempts. If you compare them since the ceasefire, this has been the highest. And these attacks also showed that large number of militants, local militants recruited from Kashmir, have been taken across, trained and motivated by these visits of Hafiz Saeed, who has been now coming more often to POK, speaking to them, not only to the militants under training, militants waiting to cross over, and also to the local population. Some of them have been low profile visits, but definitely he has been coming there.
Thermal images accessed by Headlines Today clearly nails Pakistan yet again. Not only is Pakistan and the ISI planning and plotting, but they're also observing the Indian security forces deployment. But now security forces have raised a red flag against removal of ASPA, something they think that Mufti Saeed government really needs to do on an urgent basis. With camera person Pinaki San, this is Kamaljit Sandhu in Delhi for Headlines Today.
All right, Kamaljit Sandhu now joins us with all the latest. Morning, Kamaljit. These visuals that we can see in the form of thermal images only confirm the worst, that the effort to carry out infiltration, and that too, at the behest of the Pakistani state actors, is only the truth and is continuing even now.
Well, definitely so. After a new government was formed in Jammu and Kashmir and the past, and obviously about the Jammu Kashmir flash floods, we've seen a spurge as far as activities of militants are concerned. Information with IB clearly says at least 30 militants are waiting to cross over from the Poonch sector alone itself. So clear inputs coming in. Thermal images clearly nail Pakistan's lies. On one hand, they offer Indians assistance in Yemen and obviously pledge to bring them back in their plane. But on the other hand, nefarious activities continue on the international border as well as on the line of control. And we've seen continuous intelligence inputs coming in, especially on the Jammu-Kashmir border. They would want to keep this Jammu-Kashmir issue alive at all costs. We've also seen a strategic shift move from Kashmir to Jammu, even though we've seen sporadic killing of policemen in Kashmir Valley. But there has been a strategic shift. Many say it's also because there are many nalas, there are many ground tunnels that they can actually build through, and that is why now they're focusing on Jammu. The other reason the experts tell us is also how BJP is able to have dominance in the sector. So obviously they are trying to shift that particular movement. They're trying to focus on the Jammu sector itself. Now we've only seen since the January itself increased ceasefire violations. We've also seen the movement of Hafiz Saeed. He's been in Chakargarh and other areas. That's his area of dominance. So he's trying to train as many men as possible. The latest information obviously coming in is about 30 terrorists who are trying to infiltrate in a group of 10 to 15 in at least 3 parts of Poonch sector. So obviously it is the security forces on high alert at this point of time.
That's right, Kamaljit Sandhu. Many thanks for joining us at this moment. That's a Headlines Today exclusive that we are getting you on your screen right now. Thermal images along the international border at Devra, where you can see how an infiltration bid is in fact being carried out. That black movement that you can see in the negative is, of course, an attempt that is being made by infiltrators to sneak into the Indian territory.